guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another episode of my Luton save. Now, I do have some business to catch up on, some transfer business, and also some fixtures. So, obviously we drew 0-0 with Tottenham, 0-0 with Newcastle, lost to Arsenal, lost to Man United, lost to Villa. We then had the Brentford game where we lost 2-0. We lost 1-0 to Caicedo. We then beat Brighton. This is the thing that really confuses me. So we were on this massive run where we couldn't score, and then suddenly Jacob Brown, just in one game, decides to get 5 goals, and it just baffles me. Like, how, why, what's going on? But, oh well. We then drew 0-0 with Bournemouth. We then lost to Forest 1-0, beat Palace 1-0, lost to Palace again. No, beat Fulham 1-0, lost to Palace 2-1, and then lost to Tottenham 4-1. Now, this Tottenham game was a bit of a realisation to me, because I've been sort of tweaking as I go with this tactic and trying to change it as I go along. I've tried different formations, tried everything. And that game made me realise that it's not the formation that's the problem. What I mean by that is, a lot of these games, we're not massively worse than the opponents. So looking at this, we have the same possession, more shots, more expected goals, but it came out 4-1. And that seems to be the story of our season. So I've kind of made the realisation that it's not the tactic that's the problem. It is just how much worse our squad is comparatively to the rest of the league. That's the problem. So that's what I'm going to need to address. I think I've made 2 signings which hopefully improve that. The first one's a goalkeeper. So we've got Nicola Cavallin. He's 21. Good Sky Bet Championship, but potential Premier League player. He came in for 1.6 million. Already valued at 2024, so looks like it was a good investment. So I'm hoping he can help our defence. Also signed this guy from Celtic, Rio Hate, for 7.5 million. He's already valued at 19 to 21. He is a decent Premier League player. Good vision, good work rate, really well-rounded, good determination. So I'm hoping he'll be able to be a bit of a box-to-box in this midfield. So I'm really happy with him. But what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to find like defenders, potentially a striker, but I want to give this guy a bit more of a chance to get still. I'm not even sure what role to do, but I need to figure something out with this guy. He's apparently a good Premier League player, but we'll have to see how that goes. But I think defence is where I'm going to need to look at. I was looking at centre-backs, but looking at this, maybe I'll go for full-backs, because obviously I haven't really got a stand-out right-back, haven't really got a stand-out left-back, so I think maybe full-back, but ultimately defenders is where I want to spend the rest of my money. So I think that's what I'm going to need to look at. But either way, today we've got a match up against West Ham. So I'm going to save this now, and then we're going to go into this game. I may, just because of that, I may change it back to cautious and just see how the game starts, and then we can change it to attacking later in the game. But I'm going to start this now, and we'll see how we do. So let's get into it. I need to show everyone what we're all about. Obviously, we are the worst team in the league. We were predicted to go down convincingly. It is frustrating. Like, I think we're 16th in the league. And seeing games where we are doing well, we just can't finish our chances is incredibly frustrating. But I think that's why we need the improvements. That's why we need improvements in the squad to try and keep us up. Because this squad just isn't good enough to stay in the league. It really isn't. They're on the attack, and that's the end of highlight right. Cresswell. Corner for Cresswell, and that is wide. Okay, goal kick for us. Okay, in their own half, they're passing 4-0s. Dispossessed. Right, what can we do with this? Rio passes back to Burke, who passes it to Maria, who passes it to Rio, passes it to Lockyer, back to Rio, to Yusuf, who threads it through to Chong, who's in space, shot, and that is blocked. It's a corner for us. Corners I haven't had much luck with either this year. obviously last year they were crazy overpowered. I haven't had much luck, and I don't know if it's because I haven't really got any amazing aerial threats or I haven't really got the players for it. I don't know. But corners haven't been my friend this year. Anderson. Bertrand. What can he do? He passes it to Chong. Back to Anderson. Rio. Lockyer. Ooh. Rio. Later on, I've got something to discuss. We've got a couple of injuries as well, which are perhaps hindering us. So we had injuries to actually both our goalkeepers. So we had injury to Kaminsky. Then we had to play Krull. Krull then got injured, but luckily it was just when Kaminsky was coming back, but he wasn't fully fit yet. So the timing of that was great. We've also got Ryan Giles, who unfortunately is injured, which I'm really gutted about because I really like him as a player. I think he's one of my favourite players in this squad, but he's out. That's a shot by Souček. That's been saved, so they've got a corner again. What can they do with it? Cresswell's going to whip it in, edge of the area, and Lucas Paqueta scores. Going to demand more from the team. That is disappointing. Yeah, we're only one goal from being in the relegation zone, which is quite concerning. Let's attack. Let's go back to attacking. Why not? We've got nothing to lose here. Maeda, Rio Hade, Burke, Nakamba, and Dispossessed. But he gets it back. He passed it to Chong. Bertrand's got it now. What can he do with it? Cross the box. Chong. Youssef. Oh, cleared. Fornals now is on the break. Oh, they've got a lot of men forward. This is not looking good. Oh, he hits the side netting. They've got a corner. I didn't think they got an interception. Maybe I was playing up, but Cresswell whips it in. Ings is over the top. Encourage the team. Come on, guys. Kufal. Mav. Kelleher. Cresswell. Fornals. And that... My eyes are messing me with this goal. I thought that was in. Right, Cresswell. Corner again. Whips it in. And that is... Okay. Free goal kick to us. Camba. Fornals. Fornals, Cresswell, Souček, Kufal, Alvarez, Bowen. Shot is wide. Might change it to a positive, I guess, because attacking's not really working. I don't know, we need to figure out how to get what the best option is. But again, the players are just so much weaker than our opposition. It's hard to really say. What was that? Get your act together. Okay. I might change this up. I know I said I wasn't going to do it because I know how much worse the opposition are. They do think this is our best option, which is quite weird. Low block, trap it. Shorter. Regroup. Change you back to a pressing forward and change it on attack. Let's change it. Yeah, let's just try second half, see what we can do. Ings, Souček, Alvarez, Kufal. It is only 1-0, so it is possible to get back in this game. Bowen. Alvarez. Shot at Cavalier. What if? I don't know. I was going to think about higher in the line, but again, we don't have good defenders. But maybe that's what we need. Worth a shot. You know, I'll try that. I'm hoping that'll condense them in the middle so we can press a lot more. That's again another shot for them, another goal, another corner. Cresswell is going to take this one. Okay, that's wide. Cresswell again. Whips it in. Clear it right. You know what I'm going to do? Create new tactic. Our assistant do reckon this could work for us. Only things I'm not sure, there's a couple of roles I'm not happy with. So this, no chance. Pressing forward will be in here. I do want you to be an inverted winger on attack. Change this to positive. Higher line, mid block. That's fine. Counter press, it's fine. I think this does sort of suit the squad a bit, so maybe I'll give this a go. See if we can't get more of a foothold on this game, but still only 1-0, still able to get back into it. Yeah, look at that, 6.1, 6.4, 6.5. Is a 6.1 for Nakamba, to be fair, but we have got other midfielders we can use. Unless we're just not really doing much here. Do I just say screw it and go attacking? Go for something like a gegenpress or gegenpress? Maybe I need to. Maybe I just need to say we're worse than the opposition. We need to just go at them. So maybe a gegenpress is needed. Anzu, Yusuf, Anderson, Bertrand, Anderson, Lockyer, Rio, Moray. Whips it in. Morris straight to Fabianski. Bowen now clears, and that's a throw in for us. Come on. Encourage the team. Can we nick a goal? Fabianski now. Kelleher. Suchek. Kelleher. Ranchak. Bowen. Alvarez. Oh, we're on the break. What can we do? Nothing. We get dispossessed. Lovely. I say it's not the players or the tactic, but I think next game I may try a different tactic. I'm toying with either the Tiki Taka or the Gegenpress. I'm not sure which one. Babu Sambi, Bertrand. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick to West Ham. And I think this is going to be full time. Kelleher, what are you going to do with it? Yeah, full time. We did look better when we played the Gegenpress. I'm proud of your efforts today. I just don't want to lower morale more than it already is. So that was still 16th. But yeah, medical centre, we got a few injuries. So these guys fit, but Ryan Giles, 6 to 2 months. Tim Krul, 4 to 7 weeks. Ross Barkley's currently injured for 1 to 2 days. We've had Bertrand, Lokonga, Dozy, Kaminsky, Alfie. We've had a lot of injuries, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But maybe I do need to change it. Maybe one of these two is going to be the one. My assistant does think this could work. This isn't going to work for me. It has to be one of these two. So I'm going to try this in the next game. See what we see what we can do, I guess. I'm going to change you to support. But we can see how this goes. But that's it for the first game. The next game we've got is a FA Cup game against Brighton. So I'll see you back for that game. Hello and welcome to the second game. This is the lineup we're going to go with. Kaminsky, Mori, Lockyer, Anderson, Bertrands, Lakonga, Hate, Yusuf, Medina, Brown, Barkley. And let's get into it and see if we can win. We are trying a Gegenpress. I figured there's no harm in trying it. It's in an FA Cup. I don't really expect us to go far in here anyway. Brighton are a much better team. Obviously, they are in Europe this season. But let's give it a go and see what we can do. So, pass back to Anderson. Lockyer, Rio, Murray, Maeda, Murray, David, Frederick Fatty, who's on the break. Shot is saved, so that is a corner. They've got a corner now. Gross is gonna whip it in. Webster back to Webster, heads it out. That's a goal kick to us. Lovely stuff. Milner now on the attack. Matoma, Veltman, Murray, Matoma, and that is over. We've got a goal kick. Okay. They're back on the ball. So far we've had more possession, but no highlights at all, and no shots. Fatty. That's over. Matoma, that is over. Encourage the team. They've had 4 shots, and now it's even possession. Yusuf whips it in, only as far as Brown. Murray shot, and that is safe, so that's a corner for us. Barkley's going to whip this in. Whips it in. Brown is cleared. Rio claims it though, and that's the end of highlight. Come on. Prove to me this tactic can work. Rio, Yusuf, Barkley, Rio, Brown. Shoot. Yes, that is 1-0. Praise the team. Wait, Brown's got a goal. Wait, wasn't... Yeah, this is the team he got 5 against previously. Why does he like scoring against Brighton but no other team? Oh, another corner. Yusuf is going to whip it in. Anderson heads it over. Yeah, he loves scoring against Brighton, but he struggles against every other team. Why can't we play Brighton every week? Right, David, Estepinian, Matoma, David, shot, and that's a goal. I'd expect better from the keeper there, but oh well. We move, demand more. Come on, guys. They're not happy with that. Lovely. Love demotivating my players. It's what I live for. We may go into half-time 1-1. Encourage the team. Anderson. Brown. What can he do with it? Pass it to Medina. Barkley. Yusuf. Dispossessed, but gets it back. Pass it to Sambi. To Rio. Shot is blocked. What happened there? The keeper should be able to get that. That is a corner now. Yusuf is going to whip it in. And they're cleared. But Anderson gets it. Maeda. And that's a goal kick to them. It is an even game, to be fair. So potentially like a 1-1 or a draw would be a good result. But you don't play for draws. You play for wins. Webster. Dirk. Dunk. I don't know why I said Dirk. Estepinian running down the wing. Matoma gets it. Running at us. And Milner at the edge of area. Shot is blocked, but Lallana gets the rebound. And that is disappointing. Really disappointing even. Okay. Webster now. Dunk. Or Dirk as I called him. Milner. Fatty. Webster. Gross. Fatty now. whips it in. David gets the third goal. It's 3-1. And to be honest with you, it's kind of undeserved, which is making this worse. But again, it's not the players that's the problem. It's not the system that's the problem. Well, no, it is the players that's the problem. It's not the system that's the problem. I did say there was another tactic I was considering, which was this. Because of the players we've got. Maybe it's time to whip it out second half. And see what we can do. See if it makes any difference at all. Veltman. Ansu Fati. Webster. Fati. Webster again. Dunk. Stepinian. What I'm also going to do, I'm going to see if we can set some opposition instructions. Go on then. Confirm. Toma. Murray gets it. Pass it to Sambi. To Rio. To Lockyer. To Maeda. To Rio. Back to Murray. To Yusuf. To Sambi. To Anderson. Lockyer now. Maeda. Back to Lockyer. Back to Anderson. Murray now. Maeda, what can you do with it? Cuts inside, pass it to Yusuf, who shot, and that is a wild shot, and that is well wide. Encourage the team. Probably shouldn't have encouraged when we're down by 2 goals, but down by 3 goals, definitely shouldn't have encouraged. This isn't a 4-1 game. It's the same as the Tottenham game. It's not a game we should be losing as convincingly as we are. It's really not. And that's the most frustrating part. Gilmore, Veltman, Fati, and that's saved by Kaminsky. I think it is time to make some subs. See if there is any subs that can help us. Chong can come on. Burke can come on. Well, you know what? I'm going to change these because I did sort of leave them as they were. But I'm going to change them. Maeda can come off for Barnett, and Lakonga can come off for Marvellous. Give team talk. Trust you made a difference out there. Come on. Demand more. And they don't like that either. Lovely. Gilmore whips it in. Brown heads it. Matoma gets it back though. And they get another corner. It was too easy for them. March. Whips it in. And Kaminsky makes another save. Another corner for them. Technically, it is 0-0 with the Tiki Taka. But no, they've got to run away with the amount of shots in the second half. We've just had more possession. We haven't really caught up with them shots-wise. So it looks like the Tiki Taka hasn't really helped us either. Estepinian. Wasting time, weirdly. You're 3-1 up and you were time wasting. What's that about? Oscar Gill. Gilmore. March. Oscar Gill. March. Webster. Okay, right. Toma. Lallana. Gilmore. Cleared. Right. Barnett. Nope. There we go then. Right, so they don't like being criticised because, this team. So they don't like being criticised, and then they don't like being praised. What do they like? So they're demotivated if I praise them. They're demotivated if I criticise them. Ooh. This team. Right. I'm going to leave it there, and I'll see you for the next episode, hopefully with a more motivated team, and hopefully with a couple more signings. I'll let you know how we did in the rest of January, and hopefully we got a couple more through the door. Thank you, and see you next time.